now. It seems like there is a little bit of wind pushing it into that canyon, and then of course you have, it's called terrain driven, meaning it's going to go uphill, and it's going to basically just quickly, the spread rate is going to be enormously fast. It's just going to go up there, it's going to just devour all that hillside, but once it gets up to the top, that's where it's going to slow down, if not stop. So that's kind of what we're seeing. And again, I am the armchair fire specialist. Do not think that anything that I say is written in stone. I am not. I do not work for any of the Forest Service the peeps. Those are the professionals. But we've watched a lot of these fires. I've worked with a lot of these folks in the past, and we kind of see, and I have a little bit of knowledge about how this is going to go, but by no means is it written in stone. Right now, I understand that CAL FIRE has not gotten here yet. Is that right? No CAL FIRE? No, Deb's talking to somebody. No CAL FIRE as of yet, but they're on their way. Orange County is battling these flames down low with their helicopters. There's no homes up in this area, which is also very beneficial for the firefight. But apparently there's campgrounds and hiking and things like that, and that's what they were talking about earlier on with the evacuations. I needed to get that stuff cleared up. Again, thank you guys for tuning in, watching, and listening, and looking at our pictures of the fire out here. This is called the Holy Fire. I feel a little odd saying that. I do work in the politically correct world, and to call something holy is interesting, but that's, I think, is the name of the canyon. Let's not put too much on that. And that's what the firefighters named it. Also, again, I have to apologize. I'm just a little froggy this morning, a little stuffed up, and so I might not be talking as much as I would. I can tell you CAL FIRE is here now because that's one of their aircraft right there. They're going to start making drops. I'm going to show, after this guy does his drop, if he does a drop right now, I'm going to show you guys. There you go. They're drying. Again, you can see where they're making those drops. They're doing these on the top of the ridge line, on the other side of where the fire is. So when the fire gets to the top of the ridge line, it kind of just, it'll basically, nature will slow the fire progression, and then of course with the added flame retardant in that area, it's going to really, really bring it to a stop. People were asking about Elsinore. There's Elsinore. People probably seeing this header. Matthews is, I think, a little bit farther up. I think, I don't know if that's Matthews up in, oh geez, I just saw the water out there. Matthews, is that what you think? Oh, that's Matthews? Deb is pointing over here, and she's probably right. I mean, And there might have been a small fire out over this area, but apparently they put that out quickly. Oh, there it is. I see it. A very small fire. What, 5 acres? Oh, 5's coming in. Yeah, this is a very, very, very small fire out over here by Lake Matthews. And that's going to be grass. That's not brush, that's grass. And it does make a difference. Grass burns very quickly and it puts itself out. If there's no brush in the area, it's less of an immediate danger to anything. So there is a small fire burning out over there. Don't know. It's pretty unusual. Pretty unusual. So then what I was hearing earlier on about it being a small fire is definitely correct. We actually put eyes on it. I'm going to try to set up this shot right now. I don't want to make it look like more than it is, but there's your tease for later. I don't know how much of this we're going to be getting. So just letting you know, my Facebook has not updated, so know I can't communicate with you guys, and you know I'm being serious about this. I'm so worried about about PC stuff today. I don't know what's up with me. I need to stop. I'm so worried that folks are going to be thinking I'm ignoring you. I'm not. I just can't. My phone refuses to. I get a connection at 10,000 feet above Orange County. Well, 8,000 feet, 7,500 above the OC. We're taking a look at the Holy Fire. That's the name of the fire that what the firefighters gave it. They're calling this the Holy Fire, like Holy Batman. Take a look at that. That is some fire. Stu could hold the. If Stu could hold the camera steady for less than a second. So just to let you guys know what we're shooting through to see that. We're shooting through a lot of smoke. That's a little peak of the fire coming up on the ridge line right there. They're saying it is over, it's about 75 to 100 acres, I believe that. It's probably a little bit more. It's burning into a canyon out here in the Trabuco, the Trabuco Canyon area. Actually, I would almost say this is more like Santiago Peak, but it's burning itself into a canyon, which is, it's sad, of course, but it is actually good news for the firefighters, because it's going to basically work its way up into that hillside, devour all the fuels. That means all the greenery and the vegetation, and then basically just come to a stop as it reaches the top of these ridge lines out here. There are no homes in this area. That's a huge plus as well. There is a lot of camping, and there were some hikers up there a little bit earlier on. Those hikers there was some concern about 3 of them, and we understand that they have been found and are safe and were never in any peril. That's those are the words from the fire department, not from me. What's up? Oh, it's okay. If we were live, I'd be and that's the thing too. I mean, we're in a helicopter, gosh darn it. We're not on a magic carpet. So let's kind of stay with a lot of these big flames, because we're going to need this for later on, because I have a feeling that by 4 o'clock, a lot of this it's going to look a lot different in an hour. It's going to devour all this vegetation, and it's going to be a lot less ominous looking in an hour. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Copy all. I've got some really funny comebacks for that, but I will keep them to myself. I guess the radio is going to be the best way. I have no magic for that. You need to talk to TOC, and I'm sure they're busy TOCing in there. But I have no magic to make those connections happen. But of course, I love CBS Radio, KNX 1070. I don't know. It's Mundell Monday. And this is the one time I think to myself, I should have drank that whole bottle of cough syrup before I came to work. What? Ginger shoes? I don't know what it is. It's like all weekend long, I felt like, you know, I was making jokes. It's like something was broken in there. I could feel something in my throat, you know. And thank goodness my family does not. They actually like it when I don't talk, so I was able to be quiet the entire weekend for the most part. Uh-oh, what? Who? Oh, Timmy, yeah, of course. Oh, everybody's going to be here. Are you kidding me? And I'm getting a weird, and maybe I'm just overly sensitive, but I'm getting a weird smell now, too. I'm wondering if we're going to lose our AC. That belt all the time, yeah. Hey, if you guys cue me on the radio, make sure you let the folks from KNX know that I will repeat the question in my answer. Probably the best way to do it, the only way to do it. All right, I'll stop the swearing and derogatory speech, just for you, Larissa. Sometimes I wonder why they say that to me, like, hey, you know, you're on